What's up and welcome to my channel, Aysuga right here. How you guys doing? I'm sure you guys are having fun wherever you are right now. Well, welcome to another wonderful time here, and well, today we'll be looking at something very interesting, and for you to really know what the video is all about, please try and watch to the very end. Today we're looking at the manual for parenting. Yeah, I'm a father, so I want to also talk about it. Is there a particular manual on how to raise our kids? Well, I have some experiences I want to share from when I was growing up to now that I'm a father. So we'll be looking at that. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and give this video a huge thumbs up, and also turn on the notification bell so that you can get subsequent videos whenever they drop. So I'll be right back after this, and we'll start the whole session, of course, about parenting. What do you think after the break? Hello and welcome to Aysuga Niger Lifestyle channel. Yeah, my name is Aysuga and we'll be talking about men and lifestyle. Alright, welcome back to my channel, Aysuga right here. Yeah, I said earlier that we're talking parenting today, and it takes somebody that was, of course, a child, you know, to now being a father that can look at it. Yeah, and that's it. Of course, there is basically no manual in any part of the world, no manual for parenting. Be it America, be it Asia, be it, you know, South America, North America, Africa, no manual. You have a particular way a set of kids were taken care of, were brought up, and they have the way, and of course rubs up on their own, you know, kids in the future and their generations, because it goes after that and after that. Oh, this is how my mom did it. Oh, this is how my dad did it. Oh, we don't eat this. Oh, we did this. Oh, we pray very early in the morning. Oh, we don't pray. Oh, I don't think this is a problem. Oh, it is a problem to me. Different parenting, different guidance, and we don't really have a manual to how we should go about it. Some, of course, in the part of the West, where some people may, who are watching me right now, can be from, you know, may think or believe that, come on, you don't need to spank a child. If you do that, it's wrong. So you shout at the child, or you say, go and face the wall, or we're going to do this or do that to you. You know, maybe we'll stop this or stop that, or go and sleep. But in Africa here, you get the rod, just like the Bible said. You know, spare the rod and spoil the child. So you have to get the rod and sometimes give the child, you know, some spanking, like reset your brain back to, you understand, default setting. That's our belief here, and it works for us. But you go abroad and you live as an African parent with kids, and you go abroad and you find out that your kids, yeah, when you were here, actually they actually know what daddy will do when he comes back, and is told about the despicable things or acts they put up. But when you now go abroad, that's in child. Give the child 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. After mixing with other kids, they'll say, oh, I'm going to call the police. I'm dialing 911. Yeah, because that's the norm there. So now how do we now train these children the right way so that they don't really get bad? But my belief, point number one, is that any child that wants to get bad will get bad. It's not about whether you come so hard on kids like our parents did. They flog us at every chance. They tell us to, you know, punish us, do frog jump, do stool down, do different things, pick a pin and all that. And you really come so hard on kids, and you delete or destroy the love you should also show them after correcting them. You know, most of our parents did that a lot. I remember my mother back in the days, man, it wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy. It was a difficult thing. When I offend my mom or I do something bad, come on, she's going to even instigate my dad against me, like, he did this, he did that, get him this, flog him in the night, punish him, let him stool down, let him pick a pin, let him raise up his hand. You know, and the next day, like, a war. Is this a war? It's not a war. You know, you create that fear in the mind of the kids, and the next day they can't even come to you when they are now getting to that teenage stage and they need somebody to talk to, somebody to confide in, because you've created a monster, a demon. You've demonized yourself to them. They will never come to you. So if they get bad, they have the right reason, to get bad. But if they don't, it is God, or they just didn't want to be bad children. They've seen, they've heard, they just don't want that stigma of I'm a bad kid. So they want to just be that good kid despite all you're doing to them. But that does not mean that approach or that manner you're using is the right way. And our mothers will still want to say to us today that it is just the right thing to do. Or coming hard on you, I will not just spare you, I'll not look away. That will not make me a good kid. If at the end of the day, after you do all that, I still go bad, I still, become an issue to the society, a nuisance, who are we going to blame? Oh, you've disappointed me. Oh, I'm disappointed. Oh, you made me a mocking stock. They say I did not train you. Yeah, you trained me, but you were too hard on me. You never showed me love. Which, to point number 2, is it just wrong for our parents to have called us at some point to express love to us whenever they correct us? It's not wrong. It's the right thing to do, because at the end of the day, you corrected me for a particular mistake I made. It was a mistake. I didn't do it deliberately. I didn't want to do it. I didn't know it was wrong. I broke a plate, or I did not washing the plates, or I did not take care of my uniform very well, or I did not buckle my sandals well, or I wore it anyhow, or I started playing football when I was supposed to be taking care of my siblings or the house chores. Yes, I should have done the right thing, but I did not. And you put me through, correcting me. Now you're correcting me, but you have to correct me in love, because you're my parent, you're my mother, you're my father. But if you come so hard and you've got, a whip, a horse whip, or you've got something to really deal with me, and after that you never had one cause to call me, to sit down and tell me the reason why you did this, and of course the reason why I should not do that next time. And you have to do that a lot of times, because of course I'm growing up, so I am trying to explore, I'm trying to see, I'm trying to check out what's up, what's the way to go, what's happening. I hear what those other kids do because of their own parenting. Oh, I want to do it, but no, that's not how my dad wants me to live, that's not how my mom wants me to be. So I have to also follow the line. But there's no manual. That's number 3 now. Now let's go to number 3. Now, apart from that, how do we now look at this particular matter on how to take care of our kids? Now, like I said, there's no manual. But while you're correcting them, I'm not one of those that would say, you get abroad and you cannot once in a while get a little stick and say, stop it, it's not good, it's wrong. You shout at a guy or a little kid abroad, a little guy, and the next thing he looks at you like, at 4, guy, what you're doing? No, daddy, don't beat me, I'm going to call the police. Hello? Back in Nigeria, you do that? You're not doing that and getting away with it. I'm going to tell you I'm your dad, and I want to really guide you the proper and the right way to go. So if I want to do that to you, I also need to tell you that despite me flogging you or doing this to you, I love you. I want you to be a good kid. I want you to be a nice person at the end of the day. That's for me the way to go. Then again, when they are actually growing up and getting to a point where they're getting to 9 to 10, apart from the fact that you must have taught them sex education, about the importance, the consequences, why you should not go into it early, why it is dangerous, but it is something that eventually when you're matured and you get to adulthood stage, certainly you will experience it, you will explore. But at this point, it is wrong for a child, because you need to go to school, you need to get proper education, you need to be built properly for it. For a girl, you need, as a mother, to always ensure. It's not about, when they get to a sex scene in the movie. You guys are seeing a movie together, and the next thing, you get to a sex scene, and you say, cover your eye, close your eye. She's not going to look at it there or go inside, but when they get to school, or when they get to where your eyes are not, where your eyes can't reach, they're going to still watch what you're trying to avoid, in the first place. At least, for instance, if you want to have or to see a movie with your family or with your kids that are very young, that look at the rating, it's 18, or they can't watch it. It's 13, now they can watch it. They're not going to have those sex scenes in those movies. So already you actually have it all covered, that at rating 13, no problem, you can all watch it together. But when it's getting to 18, this is no for an underage. So you don't sit back and allow them watch and get to the scene where you now tell them to cover their eyes, or to bend down, or to close their eyes, or to go to the room. You saw it, so you should have guided them in the first place, avoiding that particular sin. And that's the way to go. Not when we get there, we'll now, try to avoid it. And apart from that, you need to also educate them. Look at how, reproduction is, being done. A man, a woman, but I have to get to a particular age. When you get to 18 or 23, as the case may be, then you can explore, then you can allow. But you have to be ready for the consequences. Either you get pregnant as a girl or as a guy, you're ready to take care of that pregnancy that you just, created with a girl outside. So when you want to go into such act, know that there will be a repercussion. So that means that you're ready. So when it happens, you're not going to say go and abort the child and all that. You told me you're ready, or you knew, because I told you initially that this is it. When you get to this stage and you do this, and happens to and it eventually happens this way, that means you're ready to take care of the kid. So you're ready. So that's the meaning. So if you let them know very early enough all these things, definitely they will build their mind towards it. Oh, I'm not ready for this. Oh, when the guy, because at some point they'll go to school, they go to secondary school, they go to university, you're not going to be there. It is what you've put in their head, the words that you speak to them, the words that you try to let them know, make them see. It gets and stays there in their head. They cannot deny not having it. All of us have it. I remember, and I still remember what my parents told me back in the days and how they ring it. Don't be like that kid. It's bad. Don't be like this. Don't go follow bad gang. Remember the house, like in Yoruba. You understand? Remember the house you came out from. So the house has got a reputation. So we don't want you to be the one to spoil the name of this particular house. So those are the things that you will hear every now and then, from your parents, and of course it will stay in your head. So put the word in them. Put the word, the right word, the right thing. Oh, what do you want to do? Don't just leave them to just say, oh, I want to be a doctor. Watch them closely. He's got passion for this. It can really quickly fix the bulb in the house. Oh, nice one. Oh, the TV remote. What's wrong with it? Don't worry, bring it. You now know, oh, it's going to be science inclined child, so I'm going to push him this way and help him and aid him so that he will quickly develop and he will be good in his studies, because that's the way he's good with all those stuff. Then when the child is this other way, and you can see, oh, kind of arts inclined, oh, kind of this way, oh, he loves to talk, oh, he loves to express himself, oh, he's a bold speaker, he can speak in the public, oh, he can handle this, he can argue, he can win a debate. Oh, so that tends to say, oh, he's going to be a lawyer, he's going to be a communicator on TV or radio, he's going to be this, he's going to be that. Oh, he loves to solve the mathematics, he loves to help people. I see. Wow. He loves mathematics. Oh, he's going to be a banker. Oh, he's going to work in the accounting office. These are things that we should take note of when our kids are growing from 2, 3, 4, 5, and not just totally leave it by them. I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer. At the end of the day, when they get to school, I remember I thought I was going to be a science student, basically. I'm not talking about that kind of science student. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to be a science student, like I'm going to, build aeroplanes, or I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a chemist, or something. But SS1, I failed physics tire, and the man will come back to teach again. Every day he teaches one topic comes to my head, momentum. Every day I got tired, I failed physics, but immediately I switched that particular stage. Back in Nigeria we call it a senior secondary school and junior secondary school back in the days. When I got to SS1, SS2, I kept on failing physics and so many science subjects. Eventually I switched before the final exam, and I switched at that tail end to arts, subject, government, and all the history, whatever. I just excelled and got all my grades that I needed, for the university. And it was as simple as that. That means at the beginning I got it wrong and I had nobody to look at it, to critically examine or analyze and say, Ayo, I think you'll be good with this. Thank God I discovered. A lot of kids are out there still failing till tomorrow because parents are not taking note of it. They don't check their notes. They're not interested yet. They are tired trying to get money here, try to feed the family and all that. But that does not still mean we'll not create that chance to know how they are doing in school, what they are doing, their assignments and all. So many of them are left like that, and at the end of the day, you quickly can castigate them and say, "Oh, you're a bad kid." Didn't you see that other, parents, that my friend's daughter or my friend's son doing very well? What's your problem? You never took note of it. Well. It's part 1. I'll come back for part 2, but I hope I've been able to discuss some of the things that are left unsaid, and we just pretend like there's a manual. There is no manual for parenting. There's no manual for raising up our kids, but we have to be their guiding light, their shining light, and ensure we put them on their toes and guide them in love. That's a big word, in love. And if you correct them, and after spanking, you come drag the boy close or the girl close and say, I spanked you because of this. this is the way to go. Don't do that again. Even if he does it 10 times, you do the same thing. And eventually you will see the love. It can come to you. She can come to you and tell you, oh, I've started seeing my period. Oh, right now, guy, I don't know, I'm growing it, in my private. Now he can talk to you. He can be very easy to tell you anything. Any part of the world, he's going to talk to dad first. He's going to talk to the mom first. Because you've actually built that in his or her mind. But if you don't, and an outsider does, may mislead them. And that's where we actually have had problems. And like we always will say, whether you like it or not, they are the leaders of tomorrow. So whatever we put in them is what we'll get tomorrow when they become leaders, and we'll now start blaming, oh, bad government, oh, corrupt, oh, this, oh, that. Because you can easily in the public, in their presence, talk about, oh, how good, how when you get to power, or how you are now in power, you don't even mind. And that they accused you that you took money, or mind there, people are talking. Meanwhile, it was the truth. So you need to stop that in their mind from now. Yeah, I hope I've done Yoman's job today. Well, another time I'll be here to talk about all this and more. Thank you so much. I remain AY Sugar. Have a great time. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.